Alright, everybody. An unusually smart meeting today. But that is fine. Okay. I know it's been a couple of days since we met last. I really hope that you have been keeping up with the Dance Moms, okay? I hope that you have seen those 2 episodes. I believe, I can't remember. I think episodes 7 and 8, I think. Yeah, if I didn't say that already. So I want you to go on and see episodes 9 and 10, okay? So those are your 2 episodes for today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think today I'm going to have another Leo Clubus meeting, okay? We're really kind of, taking it very slowly, doing a little bit at a time. We're going to be actually getting into some mythology with Leo today, besides not really looking at the sun sign book, okay? So for those in Leo Clubus, you can stay there. Everlost Clubus, I just want you to keep up with the book and then the reading for that. Okay, we'll have a meeting tomorrow for that. Biology Clubus, we were still meeting a lot of the time, okay? I'm kind of doing things a little dysfunctionally with that. Only because, So, we've been meeting a couple of very small times, doing some things having to do with the biology, but we will get back to it eventually, okay? So, a meeting will be held today, okay? Unfilmed meeting. I'm gonna have that happen. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I want to talk to you all about. Oh, yeah. I was thinking that it would be fun since, things are kind of opening up again, and I know that, Grampy Mill Sales is opening up again, that we would take, a fun little trip to Grampy Mill Sales, okay? And I'm gonna have that be on actually tomorrow, August the 14th. So tomorrow, we're going to be going on buses. We're going to be heading to Grampy Mill Sales, to use the germ killers, but, it'll mostly be outside, and they serve food there, so, if you want to eat inside or outside, depending on the weather, if you're eating inside, then I recommend putting a little germ killer on. If you're eating outside, then I don't really think that you need to worry about it, because if you're talking, then, the saliva that you're talking flows throughout the air, whereas if you're inside, it's a little bit different. So, that might sound silly to say, and putting germ killer on your face might sound silly, but compare it to having to wear a mask over your face in public places. So, what is more silly? What is more disconnecting cover-up? I'd rather see all your faces with white sunblock on them and still be able to see your face and your expression, besides looking at something that, someone murderous or an attacker or a medic should wear. Okay? So that's really what I'm saying for that. And I think it'd be fun to kind of get out of the event and kind of, change the scenery a little bit and, do something just, fun and, really, really neat. For all of you, I don't exactly know what they have planned. I heard that it's going to be a surprise. So, um, so, uh, we shall see about that. We will see. I'm trying to think if there was really anything else. I think that I'm going to be having Abby as an honorary mention guest person, okay? Because I have a couple of songs prepared, and also remember that we're working on that Never Enough song, okay? For the dance. So all of you are learning the choral version because what I'm going to be having planned is there's going to be a choral version of the song. You're all going to sing it like a choir. Separate from that is going to be the dance, where the music from The Greatest Showman, exactly from there is playing, while Maddie is going to be dancing to Never Enough, and I believe that you started the solo with Maddie on that and learning the choreography. Okay, yeah. I'm planning on, kind of putting it a little bit forward. Um, you know, the concert's gonna be on August 22nd, and you'll have to learn dances sooner than that, even for all of the years that you're on the show. So, I don't think that you should have any problem. I think that you'll do fabulous with that. You know, I think that's kind of, I'm kind of understating, all of those dances and all of those competitions and that crunch time and that hard choreography that you dealt with all of the years of being on the show. So it's just like another thing, So that's what I was just thinking. So, they're going to be doing your My Dream will be your dream. My Dream is your dream, which is that that other dance, with the same choreography and the same costumes, and you're going to bring in, a male from your studio, right? Yeah. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. But Zach came and told me that he actually does have some talent when it comes to dancing. So maybe you could have a little private with him on that. I think that'd be fun. So maybe he would, be right for playing that role. I don't know. He's probably not, a professional, real dancer. He's a singer and an actor, and he does do a little bit of that type of dancing, but so we'll see, Um, so Kathy is still here with us, and Zach has gone back home. Actually, I think that we're gonna get to Your Dream is My Dream a little bit later. So he's gone back home. You realize that Deborah Silverman is here. Okay, so welcome back to the Minton. We're going to be, I'm going to actually have all of you go and watch the horoscope on your own. Okay, that's what I want all of you to do. Okay, so it will be from yesterday, the 13th, and then tomorrow the moon will move into Cancer. Okay, Now, I'm trying to think if there was anything else or major really to talk about. Now, oh yeah, I just want to talk to you about something, kind of crazy that I just want to bring up, this whole mention about, and, I'm sick and tired of talking about it. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. And you've heard me talk about this whole situation and my, beliefs and my opinions and my feelings toward the situation. I've told you, and you know it all too well, but that's not exactly the point. And I'm just gonna, tell you this, and I'm gonna sit down, so we don't stand, because it's exhausting to stand and talk. Ugh. Okay. So, anyway, I just want to talk to the Menton about something that is wrong. That is something that you do not want to do. And let me tell you, because if you go on my channel, I'll publish videos. There's one big one and then like a small after part. I was making a little recording on my computer about a song that I didn't necessarily find to be disrespectful or wrong or offensive. I probably didn't, but there was, maybe a lot of people that probably would take offense. And this is a song, if you, because, I searched a channel of a teacher that I was working with at my organization that I teach at, that I'm not going to be teaching at until the situation ends. But so anyway, if you go on, you can find the video. You just type in the words Quinn Whitaker. And the name, I'll just put it here. Just that this Menton can hear the song and why it's, wrong as it is. I'll just put what you want to type in here. So this is the name. And I'll move this out of the way, so we don't necessarily need that. So his name is Quinn Whitaker. You type in these two words on YouTube. Then, if you go to the channel, you'll probably find the video. The video is entitled King of Social Distance. And you know that some small people who came in yesterday, the day before, the Oshitaki Mushrooms Powell family, I had them listen to this song because I wanted to, know if they cared, and I wanted to hear what they, thought about it and had to say about it. They had some, kind of neutrally positive things to say about it, I guess. I have some neutrally positive things to say about it as well, but I have some negatives, and I'm going to talk about just the whole idea of, propaganda. You hear propaganda, and that might not be spelled right, but you hear propaganda from the government trying to convince you, trying to, kind of, I want to use the word, hypnotize you into being loyal or patriotic, or heartfelt, devoted to something. Like, look at North Korea. Well, propaganda has many different areas, I believe, and this is propaganda not from the government, but from kind of a citizen of just a person besides the government. And I think if I had to talk politically, I think that my feelings on this are a little bit more left leaning on this particular thing. Because he made a video, um, which was a screencastify recording on a part of a podcast where he and then another teacher in the building that I know, they got together and they made a song. And this song and the real lyrics of the song and the real, message of, the song, and also the way that they're singing it are all very, very important. Because what if, because they were making a song about this pandemic. And I was slightly mad and slightly disappointed in them because they were singing this, kind of rock and roll 80s style, kind of happy, really expressive, fun little ditty about something so serious and something so unsafe, so it's a crisis and it's bad. And he was singing this really, and I almost want to laugh at it because it's so funny how, he sings the song and, just the whole song and, kind of the remix going along with it. I do have to admit that it's a good little, ditty, but, I have to get real when I tell you that you do not want to, you want to make the decision before you post things. If you have channels, you want to think really, really critically about, what you post before you post it. Because it's almost like making a song like that about, say, 9/11 or the slave trade Middle Passage or the, segregation or the Holocaust, okay? That is really, really, very kind of idiotic, very irresponsible, immature, unempathetic, ununderstanding. I don't take offense to it. But if I got this whole COVID thing, then I probably would not appreciate songs like that. Now, if I may, I was born in the year of 1970, 1980. 1980. He was born in 1990. He is 28 years old, and he is young. That's young for you. That's what young individuals do. That's what young individuals do. Is they try to be innovative and creative and individual, in the heydays of, freedom and, living on top of the moon, or, glitz and glam, all of those types of things. And I can tell you for a fact that I, as you already know, teach English and also history over there. And I know all the teachers from all the different departments, and I know him from the English department, and we get along great. Such a wonderful individual. Just the total package. The perfect little package. Someone who cares, makes it fun, has empathy, really understands, everybody. And also, really wild and big, bold personality, kind of quirky, Aquarian. Probably has Aquarius rising. And he did wrong. If you're going to make a happy, fun song about something, do it about something that actually fits. If you're going to sing a song in that sort of manner about a situation, do it, against, like, we're going to stand up to the situation of singing about the good that used to be and real expressively wanting to maybe bring it back with something like that. I think they understand. We both taught the book Night. If you've ever read it, I think that this Menton has read the book. I believe it was in the fall of 2018. Yes, 2018. Okay, we all read Night. I think that we can all remember reading that book by Elie Wiesel. I'm sure that you've read it, Abby. Okay. And it's so interesting to me why he took it so seriously. He said he was not going to make any jokes about it. Maybe that's the Moon and Gemini. And it is a serious, very, very tragic, harrowing thing that happened to all of those Jews. It's talking about, a person through the true experience, through the true, viewpoint of a person who is actually there and survived. And he didn't make any jokes, he didn't make any songs about that. But he did make a song singing in a very bad singing voice about the whole corona situation. That's really, really interesting. It's like you don't do that. You don't sing songs like that. And there's a lot of people who have been affected, and you're just treating it like a fun, I just don't know why I can't stop smiling. Fun joke, which is, unappreciative, as I said again, people are gonna take offense to it. It's offensive and wrong to do things like that. To make songs like that. And that's not the only one. You hear Ruin programming parodies of songs from musicals. Like Frozen, Frozen 2, Sound of Music, go on, and you type in songs and you find Corona parody of those songs. And that kind of falls in the same boat. That kind of falls in the same, what I'm getting at here. Okay? So I made the little screencast that's basically talking about all that I talked about, but I just want to talk about, the lesson of that and how it's wrong and, offensive. Basically, again. How that's, supposed to, people supposed to like it and go along with it, but yeah. So, that's just what I wanted to bring up. You can go on and you can listen to that song and listen to the lyrics where it's singing and tell me what you think about it. And the mother, of the Powell family that came here said something small, like a little small mention about that song singing, song happily about something serious as this thing that, that's kind of what she said. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you all about that real quick. Well, Bimby Bellbook has a dance studio. She has been teaching for a very, very long time, since 2000, 1989. She has been a dance teacher since 1989. So she's been in the business, longer than she had in Minton. And she had in Minton at the very, very beginning of 2014. She started in Minton. I believe it was like February the 3rd, or somewhere around that time, when she decided, okay, it's time for the event. And that was kind of part of the birthday celebration for her in January. She was, I know as a friend, and she was born on January the 12th. So she was thinking, since she knows who I have as a Minton guest, that Abby come there and choreograph and observe, how she teaches, and give her students a new learning experience. And then she would have Kathy do the same thing. So that's generally what she asked of me and wanted, from me. And I think that'd be really, really fun if you're, if it's your decision if you want. Okay. Yeah, she's a pretty reasonable person. Very, very reasonable. As am I, as am everybody else. Most everybody. So that's just what I want to talk to you about, everybody, for today. So I didn't really have a whole lot in terms of what I wanted for a meeting. Yeah. I do want to talk to you a little bit about the season 3. Is that, you may find like a, kind of like a, reunion in the middle of the series, where there's more episodes after that in the same season 3. So it's a break in the competition season. It's part 1 and then part 2 after that. And then there was a Happy Mother's Day special that Abby did that I was watching. Okay. So, yeah. Otherwise, have a wonderful morning. Have a great day. And I don't really have anything else. I'm going to have Leo Club this meeting this afternoon. Okay? So, wonderful.